So Crab is back, and this time it isn't stalling, but instead it's decided to go on the offensive. Now we all know just how dangerous the Crab can be and how annoying it is to get rid of it, but imagine having to deal with Crab and then still having Cyno come in to clean up what's left after the Crab has had its fun. Well, that's what this deck's game plan is. You take your first turn setting up Crab and Cyno while using Toma to apply Pyro and generate shields for the Crab. The important cards to set up this game plan are Golden Troop for skill cost reduction on Cyno and either Tenacity of the Millilith or Ancient General's Helm for shield generation on the Crab and Toma. It's important to note that both Golden Troop and Ancient General's Helm can be drawn using Timaeus and played on the same turn. Other cards that support the game plan include Crab's Talent, Rainbow Macarons, Countdown to the Show, and the companion package to draw your Timaeus more consistently. With the very brief deck breakdown out of the way, I hope you all enjoy the video, and if you do, please hit that subscribe button as a free way to support the channel. Going second is not the worst thing ever for this deck. Because it's Bloom, this is going to be a little bit awkward. I'm going to send back just the Pyro Rays. Okay. This is actually interesting. I wonder, how do I want to play this? Probably going to go open with Toma skill if I get the dice to do it. Okay, I do. Open with Toma skill, play Timaeus, shield. The Bloom is honestly really scary. I could also just Timaeus, shield, and then do something else. The fact that they're also the cover variation of Bloom is really scary. They've got basically double Dendro hyper carry. Fly Pyro here. I probably go to... Oh, okay, that's interesting. So I'm gonna go to Timaeus. It's Golden... I'm going to Golden Troop... Do I Golden Troop now, or do I start setting up shields? I'm gonna set shields here. Go for that there. End turn, basically flow 3. Let's see what... They're probably going to go... I actually don't know what Amethyst Crown does. I did used to read this, but... I'm gonna take standard damage from critical pressure. Okay, so it's basically create one random die. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get to burst on Tome, but I think what I might actually do is swap over to Crab, see if I can absorb some damage on Crab, since they don't have any AoE pressure. Swap to Crab, absorb some damage there, and then sort of just set up the artifacts and whatever I can. Ooh. I can give them a burning reaction. Okay, swap over to... Wait. This is gonna deal more. So, the interesting part is I can Crab Talent first, but then that gets them a slightly buffed reaction. Okay, no. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swap to Crab. Crab's gonna eat those. Those go to 9. They can deal some damage, and I'm just going to try and set up a little bit this turn. Okay, what are they doing? Stadium of the Sacred... Playing Stadium of the Sacred Flame without healing is a really, really interesting call to... Okay, 6. Okay, I'm gonna play the Woven, play Crab Talent. They're going to burst. Like, I can almost guarantee that they're going to burst now. So I need 4 dice here, and that's gonna go into these 2 artifacts. Burst is 4. I don't think I'm at much risk of losing Crab this turn. So I'm just gonna go shield here. Do I re-attack to just gain 2 more shields? Because they're probably gonna normal attack Chisel Light. That's what? Chisel Light is 1, so they're gonna take me... They're gonna take my Crab to 4? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna end here. I'm gonna play this a little bit risky and just end here. I don't feel under that much pressure at this moment. Okay, Crab is dying. Oh, Crab isn't dying. Did I get a little bit lucky that they just didn't have the dice to go for the Bloom Core straight to kill the Crab? Because, yeah, that would have been a little bit scary. Okay, drawing a Foss Swap is good too. Send back those. Keep Paradise. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Paradise just in case we want to swap back to Crab and do something about that. But I can kill Nilo this turn, I believe. Okay, so fast swap over here. One. Okay, and we got Pyro Resonance over here, and Fresh Wind and Freedom. Hit for 8 over here. That should put us into Awakened State, because I believe, again, not quite Awakened State. I could also still go... Okay, let's go another Pyro Res over here. Hit them again. This puts us into a very good position. Okay, now we're in Awakened State. They're gonna get one hit over here, and then I'm gonna swap back to Crab. I think I still have this one, because as long as I can apply Pyro to cover, while I don't have Fresh Wind and Freedom anymore, the option is still there, and we still have HP advantage. Okay, swap back to Crab. They can only deal 3 or 4 damage. Heal up. Okay, so they're not going to crack through this turn, so I can comfortably end right now. Okay, what are they going to do? Probably just normal attack and crack the shield, right? That means that Crab goes to 2, but then Crab is going to gain 8 shields at the beginning of next turn. Oh, they're swapping to cover. Okay, that's really interesting to me, because that doesn't put a lot of threat unless they've got a Dendro Dice, but they're not going to get any burst scans. Okay, so they're just going to macros. Go to 2 shield. Ooh, I can macarons as well, and then just try and punish with Crab. That sounds like a good game plan to me, in all honesty. Okay, so now we go Macrons here. Crab is going to be healed up. Hit them for 2. Probably, let's see, this deals 2 damage, this is 2 damage. Okay, so 2 damage. I wonder... Burst just isn't worth it at this point. So I think reroll... How much does Cyno skill? Cyno skill costs 1, but I also need 1 to swap. So I think I'm going to just reroll everything. Don't get what I need. I can normal attack on Crab. It's not the best. Or I can swap here. Hit them once, overload them after they do anything, and then swap back to Crab. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. Just gain 1 more pack. Hit them for 4. Okay, they go to 2. Normal attack. Gonna make a basic dice. Yeah, I am keeping track of that. Yeah. Then swap over here so that we can tank the burst. I'm not actually too worried about this, in all honesty. This game is going into sort of mid-range territory, and the longer it goes into mid-range territory, the better that our deck does. I feel like having Alhaitham gives them a slight advantage versus just raw aggro for the typical Nilo Bloom lists. But this is an interesting version that they run. Our opponent's really thinking this through, because if they... Okay, so they're just going to swap. They're not going to take the risk. Because if they burst, then we end with priority and kill Alhaitham next turn. They can't do anything, we go up to 16 shields. I think we open next round just straight with a Crab. Okay. Artifacts at this point don't really matter too much. But I think I am going to upgrade the Ancient General's Helm to Tenacity of the Millilith on the Crab. Since we already have the shields from the Crab, it's basically just free. It's a free upgrade because of our Hoyo-Mix. Okay. Okay, Ancient General's Helm. This absorbs all the shields. Go up to 12. Prep Crab. They take us down to 10 shields, and then that lets us deal, let's see, deal 1, deals 2 piercing damage to all, deals +1 for every 2. So this deals 6, 7? This should deal 7 and 2 piercing. 6 and 2 piercing. Okay, I guess I miscounted. 1 plus, oh no, I miscounted by, they can get the burst scan off here, but I feel like we're at the point with dice advantage and just overall shields where they can't eat through the Crab anymore.
Breaking new ground.
Okay, now we swap to Cyno. And I think Cyno just hears up from here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? See, because this is an interesting position for them, because if they swap Alhaithan, they die. If they don't swap, they die. So I don't think they've got any actual outs now. We can't burst, but I don't think that matters because our normals deal enough through the overloads. It's a good game to our opponent. They played really well. I had to think quite some interesting lines. But overall, I quite like the deck, although there's a lot of really confusing lines, and the opening, I'd say 2 rounds are the most difficult for the deck. Once you get past that, the deck really just functions well, and it's a solid deck that I would take to any of the tournaments that I would play in. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time.